cruise lines are experts at tempting you with extras that can quickly drain your wallet with things like drink packages, specialty dining, and the list goes on. So, what's actually included in the price of your cruise? How can you save money while still enjoying everything that the ship has to offer? And here's the big question: if you want something that is not included in the cost of your cruise, do you really have to splurge on an expensive package? We're diving into all of the things that are and are not included in your Royal Caribbean cruise, so you know exactly what to expect for your next cruise. So let's get started. First off, let's talk about accommodations. Your stateroom is more than just a place to sleep. It's your personal sanctuary at sea. Whether you've booked a cozy interior room, an ocean view stateroom, or a luxurious suite with a private balcony, you'll find all of the comforts that you need. Rooms come equipped with comfortable bedding, a TV, climate control, a vanity or desk, and plenty of storage for your belongings. Most cruise lines will either have a mini fridge or a cooler that kind of looks like a mini fridge, but it's not. They're trying to trick you, I think. It keeps things cool, but it's not an actual refrigerator. The bathroom includes toiletries like shampoo and soap, fluffy towels, and a shower that, while on the small side, kind of gets the job done, I guess. Suites often feature additional perks like bathtubs, larger living areas, and even a concierge service for VIP experience. And let's not forget about accessible staterooms. These are designed with wider doorways, roll-in showers, and amenities for guests with disabilities. Now, when it comes to dining, your cruise fare gives you access to a variety of complimentary options. The main dining room serves up a multi-course meal with a touch of elegance. Think prime rib, lobster tail on certain nights anyway, and amazing desserts. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the main dining room. If you want something different, then there's always the Windjammer Buffet, where you can enjoy international foods and, of course, American food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The buffet offers a large range of options, and I think it's one of the better buffets on the cruise ships. The food is typically good, and the variety is fantastic. If you want something smaller, then casual spots like Cafe Promenade offer like grab-and-go style favorites like sandwiches and pastries. If you're craving some pizza, well, they do have some of that on the buffet, but Soriano's opens at lunch and it stays open later in the evening. I'm thinking on most ships it's like around 11 p.m., something like that. And now, Royal Caribbean also has one of the best pizzas at sea, in my personal opinion, so you definitely need to try it. If you've had Royal Caribbean's pizza before, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Now, you're probably going to need something to wash down all of this food. Many beverages are included with your fare. You'll find a selection of complimentary coffees, teas, iced tea, lemonade, water, and even your basic juices for breakfast. All of this stuff is included in your cruise fare, so you definitely won't go hungry or even thirsty if you're looking to save a little money on food and drink. Now, what about entertainment? Are you going to have to pay extra for that? Well, Royal Caribbean Cruise is like a floating entertainment complex, with most everything being included in your basic cruise fare. You can go see Broadway-style shows with productions like Grease or We Will Rock You. If you're into live music, you'll find everything from piano bars to live bands performing across the ship. You even have comedy clubs, dance parties, movie under the stars, and so much more. Depending on the ship that you're on, they even have the Aqua Theater, where they put on amazing shows with acts like high diving and tightrope walking. Some ships also have ice skating rinks where you can go see ice dancing shows, or their production shows that they do on the ice rink, of course. The entertainment options don't stop there either. They also have trivia contests and game shows like The Quest, Deal or No Deal, and several other trivia-style games throughout the entire ship at different times. For those seeking more of an adventure-style cruise, well, you have several things included as well to help you achieve that adventure. You have the Flow Rider. It's a surf simulator that lets you ride the waves without leaving the ship. That's probably a good thing, too. There's a huge rock climbing wall that goes pretty high up, and I have to be honest, I'm not real sure that I can do that. I've kind of turned into a chicken over the years. Another thing I probably won't do either is the zip line. It's suspended high above the ship's boardwalk area. Probably not going to do that either. Nope. Oh, and while we're on things I'm probably not going to do, the Abyss slide. This is a 10-story slide that does look like a lot of fun for somebody, I'm sure. Yeah, not for me. You're probably wondering why I even go on cruises then if I'm not going to try all this fun stuff. To be honest, it's the food. I like to eat and just relax. And of course, the entertainment. I do really like the entertainment. If you want even more excitement, they even have laser tag in a glow-in-the-dark arena. It's fun. I know. I actually did this one. I know. It's exciting, right? Finally did something. Thank you. Did you know that you can even go ice skating? Yeah, the same ice rink where they do all the shows. You can reserve a time, and you can go down and skate on the ice rink. This is included in the price of your cruise as well. Now, if you just kind of want to relax around the pool area, they do have several pools to lounge around. They also have a huge water park area with slides and splash areas for the kids. For the adults who want to get away, you also have your own pool area for adults only in the solarium. And if all of this isn't enough, they also offer a basketball court, mini golf, shuffleboard, and so much more. All of this is included in the price of your cruise. And for the kiddos, yes, not only do they have numerous activities, including splash area, but they also have a fantastic kids club that doesn't cost any extra. You can take the kids, drop them off while you go relax by the pool, or just enjoy some of the mini activities. The kids club and teen club areas are available to kids 3 to 17 years of age. Adventure Ocean is included in the cruise fare with 2 exceptions. Childcare after 10 p.m. and the nursery. Childcare for ages 3 to 11 incurs an hourly fee of an additional $7 an hour, I think it was, between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Now, Adventure Ocean babies and royal babies and tots in the nursery area on board, they do provide childcare for the babies, so you can drop them off, but it is an extra fee. And the babies have to be at least 6 months of age, so they cover 6 to 36 months. Now, the nursery does cost an additional $6 to $8 per hour, depending on the time of day. Now, here's another thing. They also have an open play area, part of the nursery, with toys and play mats and all this stuff. Now, parents can bring their toddlers to open play area throughout the day if they're under the age of 3, and this is free, but the parent must stay with the child. So with all of this stuff included, what actually costs extra? Well, Royal Caribbean Cruise Fare includes numerous amenities, certain experiences, and services that comes with an additional cost. So I'm going to break it down here a little bit for you to help you get an idea for when you're planning your cruise. What are some activities that's going to cost you extra? Well, one is the escape room. This is not on every ship, but it will cost you up to around, I think it's around $30 per person or less, depending on the cruise itself. You will need a reservation, and the spots do fill up pretty fast. Another thing that will cost a little extra is bingo. If you want a card, it's around $25 to play, something like that. You can go watch for free, but if you want to join in, then you're going to have to pay. Another thing that will cost extra are the casino, arcade games, specialty classes like wine tasting or liquor tasting, and sushi making. And you're also going to have to pay extra for those pre-boarding photos. As you get on the ship, if you've cruised before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, right before you get on the ship, they like to pull you aside. They have photographers lined up, and they take a picture with you with like a picture of the ship or something like that, which is your pre-boarding photo. And unfortunately, those will cost you extra if you want them. And that's also going to go for the photos that are taken during dinner, when they kind of walk around when you're eating and take your picture with food in your mouth. I never understood that one, but you know, some people like it. Anyway, and the photo areas that are set up before dinner. So typically you'll see this a lot on formal nights where they'll take your picture. So if you want a copy of those will cost you extra as well. Another thing that does cost extra is if you're on a ship with the North Star. It's one of those arms that you can get into and it raises way up where you can kind of see out. Now, this is free when the ships are docked in port, but it will cost extra on sea days. And during those days, it runs around $30 per person. Now, Royal Caribbean Indoor Skydiving Simulator is similar to the North Star, that it's complimentary during certain times and will cost you extra during certain times. It's only like a minute, I think, all they give you. And then if you want more time, if you want like a 2-minute ride, then it's going to be like $50 per person. And you can also get advanced flying classes. Now, speaking of classes, if you really want to ride the Flow Rider, but you need lessons, well, guess what? That's going to cost you extra as well. Now, like I said, it is free to ride itself if you just want to go try it out. But if you want lessons, that will cost you a little extra. So, Starbucks. Yeah, I was excited on one of my first cruises thinking that this was included, but quickly was disappointed to find out it was not. I know, they really need to include this, don't they? And here's the bad thing too. Even if you have the drink package that includes like specialty coffees and stuff, it's not included in that either. I know, right? The Royal Caribbean include Starbucks in the drink package. I mean, come on. Here's some good news though. I do have good news. The good news is that if you have the drink package, the Cafe Promenade area does have Starbucks brand coffee, and they make great drinks as well that to me was just as good. Otherwise, they're about the same price if you're just buying them outright. So, I mean, I guess you could go either way if you wanted Starbucks and you're just buying it outright. But if you have the drink package and you don't want to spend the extra on Starbucks, go to Cafe Promenade. Another thing that's going to cost you extra that didn't used to is room service. Now, room service is no longer included in your cruise fare. It's going to cost you around $8 per delivery plus an 18% gratuity. So this is per room, not per item. So everyone in the room can order something, and as long as it's at the same time, one delivery charge of $8 plus the 18% gratuity is charged to your room. One of the major costs that is automatically added to the cruise and not typically shown during the initial booking process of your cruise is the gratuities. Now, gratuities run on average about $16 per person per day of the cruise. Now, let's put this in a little perspective. For a family of 4 on a 7-night cruise, that's almost $500 that's extra added on to your cruise. Now, I've never done this, nor would I. But if you don't agree with the gratuities, you can go to guest services and have them removed or reduced. Now, these gratuities are for your servers, like in the main dining room and stuff, and your room stewards, who have always went above and beyond for us. Now, if you would rather leave cash than have the cruise split it up, then just go to customer service and let them know that you want to leave cash gratuities and you would like some envelopes, and they'll provide them for you. Then you can give your tips to your servers and your room stewards directly if you want to do that. When cruising with Royal Caribbean, one of the biggest decisions that you're going to face is whether to purchase a beverage package or a drink package or whatever you want to call it. Now, if you are someone who really likes to drink soda or alcohol, then it could be worth it. I have a complete breakdown on the drink package in this video right here, but watch it later after this video, of course. I'll leave a link in the description below. Oh, and be sure to like and subscribe too, because I'm going to be updating this video pretty soon, and you won't want to miss out when it comes out. If you just want a soda occasionally, you can go up to the bar and purchase that outright, or you can order one at dinner. They'll just charge it to your room. Same with alcoholic drinks. You don't need a drink package to get these. You can buy them outright as you want them. This goes for specialty coffees and fresh squeezed juices. Oh, and bottles of water too. You can purchase these outright if you want a bottle of water, as well as energy drinks, typically Red Bull. That's usually what we see on most cruise lines. So what else isn't included in the cost of your cruise? Well, specialty dining is not included. Now, Royal Caribbean offers various specialty restaurants that provide unique culinary experiences for, of course, an additional fee. Here's some examples. So, Chops Grill, it's like a classic American steakhouse. and it's around $65 per adult. Izumi hibachi sushi. Now, this is a Japanese cuisine. It's like a hibachi style, if you've ever been to that. It's really neat as well. It's around $65 adult, too. Now, you can get sushi a la carte, and it ranges from about $3 to $22, depending on the type of roll that you get. Now, Wonderland. Now, this is an experience in itself. I'm going to tell you, it's an imaginative experience, I guess you could say, where things don't really taste like they look. I'll just put it that way. I've done this before. It was a neat experience. Probably won't do it again. Didn't think the food was all that great, but it was kind of a cool concept. Now, there are several other restaurants that are considered specialty, like Hook Seafood, Johnny Rockets. Now, here's a little tip for you. I'm going to throw this in. Johnny Rockets is a specialty restaurant, yes. However, during breakfast, it is included in the price of your cruise. So if you want Johnny Rockets breakfast, you can go get that without paying extra. Another thing that you have to take in consideration that is not included in the cost of your regular cruise fare is Wi-Fi. Now, Royal Caribbean offers internet. They have what they call a VOOM internet. Now, prices do vary based on the package and, of course, the number of devices that you have. For instance, the Surf and Stream package that they offer, it's one of the fastest connections for browsing, streaming, and making video calls if you need to do that. Now, prices range on that from $15 to $20 per device per day. You can use the basic Wi-Fi for free that Royal Caribbean offers. However, that really only runs the Royal Caribbean app and not a whole lot more. If you don't want to pay for the extra cost, then depending on your carrier, you could wait until a port day and just pay the international fee. Like for AT&T for Mexico and the Bahamas, it's like $10 or $15 a day. It's not bad at all. Here are some other things that are not included in the price of your cruise that will cost you extra if you want to do them. Shore excursions. Now, prices vary based on the activity and the destination, ranging anywhere from $50 for a simple tour to over $200 for a more elaborate adventure. Now, spa treatments are not included, so services such as massages, facials, those typically start around $100 and can increase based on the treatment that you select. Fitness classes, specialty classes like yoga, Pilates, those may have fees ranging from around $12 to $20 per person per session. Something else that's not included is laundry service. Depending on the room category you get, if you're in a suite or something like that, they may offer some complimentary laundry service. But other than that, you do have a fee that you can pay for and send your laundry off to get it laundered and sent back to you. Another thing not included is your airport and your hotel transfers. So if you're leaving the cruise and you're going straight to the airport, I would recommend just like getting an Uber or something like that. It's always been the best for us and usually the least expensive. Or if you're going to a hotel, then a lot of times if you're staying close to the cruise port, the hotel will offer some type of shuttle service. So just check with them. Medical services are not included. So if you get sick, yes, they have a sick bay or a medical area on the ship, but this is not free. If you have to go there, it will cost you extra. That's why I highly recommend looking into travel insurance, because you never know when things are going to happen. If any of these extras are must-dos for you, well, hopefully not seeing the medical services. I would be a little concerned for you if that was on your list of must-dos on a cruise ship. Just keep these other things in mind when budgeting for your cruise vacation. To help keep the trip costs low, decide which extras are important to you and cut out the ones that really don't interest you that much. If you know that you want a drink package or do an excursion, then pre-booking these packages and excursions can save you a lot of money. Keep an eye out for promotions that include perks like onboard credit or complimentary dining experiences. Overall, Royal Caribbean Cruise Fares covers a wide range of amenities and activities, ensuring that everyone on board is going to have a fantastic vacation experience. By planning ahead for any additional expenses, you can tailor your trip to your own preference and enjoy every moment on board without worrying about all the extra cost. I want to give a quick shout out to our Patreon members, and if you would like to help support our channel, I'll leave a link in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.